Welcome our guest, Next Level Career Success. And I couldn't have a better person talk about Next Level Career Success other than my co-founder and co-host, Coach Shilpa Joshi. Coach
Hello.
Shilpa Joshi, welcome to the show. I would
Thank you.
like you
Thank
to
you. Glad to
start.
be here.
Yes, beautiful. I'm super excited. I would like you to start with something special for us.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for having me here, especially not only as a co founder, as a co host, but actually to speak on a subject which is very close to my heart. And
Yes.
first, I would like to welcome all our audience, all our viewers, and the listeners here who are supporting us immensely. Thank you
Yes.
so much. And I hope you all are geared up for the next level success in your life. So,
Beautiful.
talking about a next level, I would want to start with this beautiful quote from Hal Elrod.
Yes.
Start taking yourself to the next level so that you can take your success to the next level. It
Yes.
only works in that order.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Say that again.
Okay, sure. I was tempted to say that again. Start taking yourself to the next level so that you can take your success to the next level. It only works in that order.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's very interesting. The word next level is always
Mhm.
something very intriguing to me personally. And I like what Hal Elrod said, that you need to start with yourself. So what is next level success then? Help us
Wow, great.
understand more.
Yes, I'm glad to speak about next level success. Basically, it is all about breaking through your limitations and achieving more than you ever thought was possible. We
Wow.
most of the time underestimate ourselves so much. It is about setting your goals high and then reaching for those stars, no matter what stands in your way.
Yes.
The next level success, Coach Gerald, is unique and different for everyone and is applicable to all the aspects of life. May it be health, may it be wealth, relationship, career, mindset. There is
Mhm.
always a scope for that next level.
Wow.
However, if you have this urge that there is so much more to life,
Mm.
that inner voice that is calling, which is telling you
Mm.
it is time to grow further, don't deem that voice. Listen to it because it will show you the way to your next level. So, basically, what is next level success? In short, it is about achieving more than you ever thought possible,
Mhm.
becoming who you are meant to be,
Yes.
and breaking through your own limitations so you become the best version of yourself and make that real difference to the world because
I,
the world is waiting for your gifts.
I love that. I love the phrase where you say, breaking through my own limitations. And listen, as you are with us right now, I just want you to reflect a little bit. What does this mean to you? And Coach Shilpa, I'm super grateful that you're articulating this. Now, I like us to help us to explain something. Why is it important then for me as a young person, as a business owner, to understand um, the next level concept?
Yeah, so that's a beautiful question because, as Simon Sinek says, why is the beginning of everything, and we
Mhm.
should start with the why.
Yes.
Is why it is important because sometimes we don't understand why we feel stuck,
Mm.
especially maybe not in the beginning, but sometimes when I explain to you the different levels of the success,
Mm.
sometimes we feel everything is going well. Then why am I feeling so stuck? Why I feel that my life is not happening? It's not moving,
Yes.
and that is when this next level concept comes into a play. When I got stuck at certain levels and I kept wondering what is wrong, why am I not feeling the way I should feel,
Yes.
and then I got to study about these different levels, and I realized that growth is a natural phenomenon. When we are not growing, we feel stuck. So it is very important to know this next level concept. So whenever you are feeling stuck, you can assess your own self as into which level I am at and which is that next level which is calling me.
Yes. I love that. I love that. So, really, what you're saying is because growth is natural, if we don't grow, that is why we feel stuck. And so knowing that essence is what helps us to go to the next level. I like that. That has really given me some new perspective. Super excited. Now,
Thank you.
Coach Shilpa, help me here. What are the different levels for next level in a person's career, whether they're beginning or somewhere there, or when they have progressed a little in their career? Help us to understand more that concept.
Yeah, surely. As I said, the next level concept can be applied to any aspect of your life. You can take your relationship to the next level, wealth to the next level, your health to the next level. The same way, today we are going to speak about what different levels are existing in the career success.
Yes.
And fundamentally, I define 5 levels, but there is again always the next level to that 5th level as well. And I'll come to that.
Yes.
If you're like everybody else, you probably want to be very successful in your career. But what does that actually mean? Because there are different levels of success, and everybody's definition of success then again is different.
True.
So let's take a closer look at these 5 levels from the beginning. So the first stage I would say is the struggling stage or a starting stage. This is a level where most people start out. You are just trying to get your foot in the door, waiting for that interview to come in, waiting for that interview result. Somebody saying that first yes to you for beginning your career.
Yes.
And this is a stage to give yourself that chance and keep working hard.
Yes.
If you can do that, you can eventually move up to the next level, which is security.
Beautiful.
So security is the second level where you have been working for a while, maybe 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and then you have probably established yourself in that particular job, profession, or in your career. And then you know what you're doing and you're pretty good at it.
Yes.
At this stage, it is important for you to maintain that status quo, that income coming in, so that you can take care of your responsibilities, commitment, you can take care of your loved ones, family.
Yes.
And this is a stage where when we work hard, we become stable. And that's why the next level is stability.
Okay.
This is a level when you have been working for a while, you start feeling stable. Also, you start getting more comfortable, and you might be thinking about moving up, but you're not sure at how to get there. Should I work a little more harder, or am I very happy at what the place I'm at?
Okay.
And the key at this stage is to stay focused and still keep learning, because remember, there is always a room for the improvement.
Beautiful.
What happens, Coach Gerald, is that most people, most professionals get comfortable at the level of security or stability.
Wow.
But some put, yeah, go ahead. You're asking something?
This is interesting. So you said, I like the fact that you started with struggle level, then you went to security, and now you're talking about stability. But from what you're saying is that some people accidentally or intentionally get stuck in the stability area. Help us to understand that a little more.
Yeah, sure. So what happens is that when initially we are struggling, the physiological needs of security and stability are very, very important before we start moving to the real goals or real achievements in our life. Because if that is not taken care of, we are not really keen on learning more. But what happens also is that by default, we feel now we are secured, now we are stable, and we start getting more comfortable. That's when most of the professionals start taking their job for granted, and that some kind of complacency may set in. But if you're really happy and still feel thriving at this level, no worries, because as I said, for everyone, the success definition is different, and we cannot define it for anyone else.
Beautiful.
But some people are who realize that this is not what I'm here for, and there is something more to me. And at that stage, if they realize that, then I think I must congratulate them for realizing that now it's the time to grow to the next level. Don't let that comfort fool you, because you have great potential.
Absolutely.
So some put in that extra effort, dedication, and then they get to that next level, which is level 4, which is success level. And this is a level when you feel, oh, you have arrived, you have made it, you have that good package, you have that good title, a nice work profile, and you are maybe you're one of the top performers in your field, and people start taking your notice. Oh, this person is doing great, he's an expert in this area. This is a stage when you start becoming successful. So it's important to stay grounded, humble, and keep working harder.
Yes.
But also remember that there is something which can still grow. Because since you have got to this level, that means you have immense potential. And what I observed in my life, Dr. Gerald, this level success is sometimes create illusions in our life, and we feel now there is nothing more. I just continue like this forever. But that's when sometimes life makes you vulnerable, and sometimes you start wondering, I'm successful. There is a lot of conventional success. I have good position. I have good title, designation, great team, great organization. Then what is that inside me, which is so restless?
Missing. Exactly.
What is missing? What is missing? And then if you say even that, people start wondering, hey, what's wrong with you? Everything is so good. Do you even have a reason to complain?
Exactly.
But only you understand that you feel that your inner voice inside you is telling there is something more to
there's
your
more,
life.
something missing. Yeah. Beautiful. I like that. Yes.
And that is when you get to that next level. Sorry, you're saying something.
Yeah. So I'm saying, I like the fact that you're saying success can be both good and bad. The bad part is that we could actually get stuck also. The same way we got stuck, some people get stuck in the previous level. Also, success can be an illusion. I like that. So what more would you like to add for us?
Yeah, sure. And thank you for agreeing with the views, because most of the people, it's not a very popular view that you can get stuck at the success level. But when you undergo that particular phase, you understand that you have that inner calling which is pulling you, and then you are trying to hold on to your success level. There is a struggle which is inside that, not outside. And that's when, if you realize that, and when you break through your own limitations and barrier and embrace that discomfort, you get to experience the next beautiful level of significance or fulfillment. This is a level where you become what you really meant to be, what you want to be. You're not only just successful, but you also feel fulfilled by your work, and your zone of impact starts increasing.
I like that.
That's when, Coach Gerald, you feel that you are making a difference in the world, like you making in your field, like I get to make in my own field. And there are so many people out there who are creating bigger differences for not only themselves and their family, but to the community at large. This is a very key stage in life. And also, I would always say that even there would always be a next level, even when you come to here, and that could be a level of service, it could be a level of contribution, and so much more, because there is no limit to which you can grow and contribute to the world.
Absolutely. I like the fact that you are saying that, yes, there's always the next level to the next level. And this is, this agrees with my personal philosophy that we were created as almost infinite human beings, right? Because we are, by nature, we are spiritual beings, which means as long as we keep growing, we keep adding the different levels of expertise, whether in business or in career, or even as a homemaker, regardless of what career, what you call career, it could be office career, it could be business career, it could be homemaking career, regardless of where you are. From what Coach Silpa you're saying, there's the next level. And so you are saying, you're bringing very beautiful words, which personally I resonate with: contribution, service, zone of influence, and being an expert in this field. I want us to go a little deeper, because one of the things I like is I like stories. I know you always are good with stories. Is there a story that you'd like to share with us, that maybe your own experience of feeling stuck and something like that? Take it from there.
Yeah. Thank you for asking that. And I first want to add on to the point. Yes, everybody has a kind of a life work, right? For somebody, it may be a career which is with an organization, their own independent working professional business, and also the greatest contributors to the world, the homemakers, because they always take themselves, and when they take themselves to the next level, their family always elevates to the next level. So that's the biggest contribution I want to recognize here.
Yeah.
And when you are asking me about my own experience, I got to a stage where I was having that great title people would love for, and then I was having uh, everything what generally is signified as a conventional success in the world, and that is that feeling of now you have arrived and now nothing needs to change much, you just keep working hard, and then eventually you can retire and you can spend your rest of the life peacefully. And that is when surprisingly I was feeling very exhausted, I was feeling restless, and every day I started questioning myself, what is that I'm missing, what is that I'm missing, why am I not happy? And I will speak at some other time to the particular level of the career transition, what triggers and what is the right way to take a call for career transition or a revival. But what I realized at this stage is that I am become a human doing, and I'm not a human being. I'm not being more. I'm not becoming more. I'm not growing personally. And that is where I started feeling restless. I used to feel lost. Maybe the work's day is over. By default, you work. Sometimes you work by default when you work for 20, 25 years.
Yes.
But when you retire to the bed at the end of the day, you struggle to answer your own questions. And that's when I realized maybe I'm stuck at the level of success. And it was a very disturbing feeling. And I must say, I'm very grateful to that phase because of that phase, today I'm here where I am, and which is I'm doing more fulfilling, meaningful work day in, day out, working with beautiful people like you and the people around us in our community. Yes, I have gone through that phase, and I think everybody goes through that phase. Only thing is that we sometimes disregard it, saying that, oh, this is nothing and this will go away in few days. Don't disregard that feeling. If you're having that feeling, maybe it is a natural calling to you that now it's a time that you move to the next level.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I'm grateful to you for sharing that personal experience of having felt stuck and then really not listening to your inner voice, but then suddenly and maybe progressively realizing who you are. And then that's when you started this contribution that you are doing immensely, really for the global world. And I would like to thank you for that. So one of the things we always talk about in leadership development and career growth and career revival is having clarity. So why should we seek for this clarity in the next level of success?
Wow, I love that question because I love to speak about clarity and I can keep going on and on. And even in my book, The Empower Code, I address clarity as one of the superpowers because clarity gives you that definitiveness and it helps you take actions without hesitation. I always start any process with my clients or my coaching with clarity. And there are 3 reasons why next level success clarity is must to move forward. First is that you need to be clear what you want to achieve in order to create that your roadmap to your career success. Secondly, having clarity allows you to focus on your priorities and most importantly, eliminate your distractions. Unless you are very clear about what you want, you will not get clear about what you do not want. And finally, having a clear vision gives you that motivation. And as I said before, it gives you a specific direction to start taking actions for actually achieving that goals. You can rule out that hesitation in the way.
Beautiful. I love that. 3 crisp reasons why we need to get clarity in whatever goal you are pursuing. I like that. And I like us now to go to the next level because as our listeners are paying attention, they're leaning forward, give us some specific steps that our listeners can actually take so that they can take their career to the next level.
Yeah, with pleasure. For any time you to take your journey, it is very important to know where you are headed. For example, when you decide to travel, you just can't start packing your bags without knowing where you're going because you don't know what is coming on the way, what
Yes.
would be different roadblocks, what would be the weather there, what resources you need. And considering the similar metaphor, I would say that starting with this next level career journey,
Mm.
first acknowledge, I'll say simple 5 steps, and we'll talk about more when we get to the more in the coming episodes.
Yes.
First one, as I said, coming from my own experience and my clients' experience, is that surprisingly, it is a phase of acknowledging and accepting that you feel stuck and that you have a strong desire to go. Once
Yes.
you acknowledge that and once you accept that stage, then you start assessing. Second stage is what exactly the next level career success looks like to you.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is a phase like this and next phase where you can have some strategic planned ways to rediscover yourself and then plan forward. The third one is the decide stage.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
the word decision and decide is very powerful. It's not wish, it's not something you want, but decide you where you want to go and whether you are committed to do whatever it takes. This
like
is a
that.
very important stage. This is
Yes.
a decisive phase of the whole process.
Yes.
And then comes the planning. And I would highly recommend, not just because I'm part of this industry which contributes for people's career success, but to consult someone as I did with my mentor, and you would have done with your mentor and a coach, to
Absolutely.
have that process of somebody taking you, hand holding you through this process, because this is a deep process and a very important one, the foundational one. And plan with one who has already been there, achieved that, seen that journey, and then act. The fifth
Yes.
stage is taking action, but not only any random action, it is consistent, courageous actions in the right direction. I think these are the 5 steps I would recommend anyone.
I love that. I love that. So, listeners, as you contemplate through this, the 5 steps, you have to acknowledge that you're stuck. You have to evaluate yourself. That's why you have to assess yourself. Then you have to decide, and then you follow that decision with a concrete plan. And this is where coaching comes in. And later on, we will share with you our details, how you can actually get, and especially Coach Shilpa, who is an expert in career transformation, right? So where you need to plan with somebody who has been there, who has experience working with others. And then finally, with a coach, you'll work to make consistent actions so that you can then move to the next level. Beautiful, beautiful. So one of the key things that I like to learn with are quotes. And is there a quote that can help us think in this direction?
Yeah, absolutely. There is by Rory Gordon. And as we always about our podcast, we make it very special by giving this wonderful quotes.
Yeah.
And the beauty of quotes is that using 7, 8 words and making such an impactful statement that shows decades of wisdom, right?
Yes.
So Rory Gordon said, creating next level of results requires next level of thinking.
Wow.
So that's why when we speak about, absolutely. When we speak about our next things in the episodes, we are also thinking about considering what is next level thinking is, and we'll create a special episode on that as well. So to achieve the next level success, you need to set your sights very high and aim for the top. And we should be willing to put that work and take some risk. And that makes you a fearless, unstoppable person.
Beautiful. I like that. I like that. So being fearless and being able to move on to the next level. So one of the things you're saying is you have to believe in yourself and you have to stay focused. What else should you do in order to take you to the next level?
Sure. I'll say 7 specific small tips is that first is believing in yourself. Second, staying focused and motivated. Third, taking actions, consistent, courageous action, and staying disciplined. Fourth, being persistent and not giving up, because career journey, career transition journey, or any success journey, a business growth journey is never a single line heading up. It's always ups and downs. So never giving up, building that resilience.
Yes.
Embracing discomfort on a regular basis. At one point of time, I couldn't put my video on a Zoom call,
Exactly.
Dr. Gerald, right? So embracing
Yeah.
discomfort and changing and learning.
Yes.
And sixth one is to stay positive and have a growth mindset. And these two words, though, look very cliche and everybody's using them, when actually you start experiencing them, you feel the difference. Like you working with a positive environment and network makes a lot of difference. And we have experienced that.
Exactly.
And seventh one, last but not the least, keeping an open mind, which is a beginner's mind, not putting that lead on your knowledge container, and always be committed lifelong learner. These are the 7 things I would say can help at any stage for anyone who wants to grow further. So just to summarize what we have said so far, Dr. Gerald, if you allow me, is that we spoke about what is next level success and why even it is important to know that next level in your life. Why would you even know that? So we spoke about that. We also spoke about 5 fundamental levels of career success, the next level, and what could be even next to that, and why it can always go beyond.
Exactly.
Next thing we spoke about is why you need an absolute clarity about what is your next level success, because that is so unique to you, and it would be different for every different person. And that is where you need a complete clarity to start moving and first few steps to initiate your journey. But I want to reassure you, all our listeners and the viewers and the audiences, that this process may look a very complex process, but it is not. It is starts with one decision. And once you make that decision, we are with you at every stage and every step, and we'll add our best value. Yes, bye.